Welcome to Stan the Wine Man TV. I am your host, Stan Rattan, and this is the Blue Collar Wine Show, where I help you spend your wine dollars wisely. You're going to join me in a search for Sauvignon Blanc. Here, we're going to go right through them. You're going to research these wines with me. This is how I do it at the store. I usually sit in my office, the sales rep comes, we pour the wines, I take notes, boom, boom, decide if I'm going to buy them or not. California and 2 from New Zealand. So I'm excited to try these and see if any of them could possibly make their way into the store. The first one is the 2016 Russell Creek Sauvignon Blanc, Columbia Valley. This rolls in at $11. I'm very curious to try this. Always like value wines. 11 bucks. There's a label. Again, I've never tried these wines before. None of these are familiar to me. In fact, one of them I don't know the price because I can't remember who dropped it off. So Russell Creek, Sauvignon Blanc, Columbia Valley. I'm very picky about Sauvignon Blanc, by the way. It's one of the more pickier, well, I'm very picky about Sauvignon Blanc. I'm very picky about all the wines. But there's certain things about Sauvignon Blanc I want to see, and we'll see if these reach that level. So good color, a little golden on the color. There, you can see that. Let's see what we get on the nose. Ooh. Well, this is very herbaceous on the nose. I'm almost getting jalapeno, which is normally New Zealand. Getting kind of a grape skin, grape seed thing going on. Oh, there's a smell there that just, I can't nail. It reminds me of fermenting, when you walk into a winery and the grapes are fermenting in a vat, you know, white grapes, that's what it smells like. But big time on the grape skins, or grape seeds, excuse me. A little bit of that herbaceous like jalapeno, green bell pepper, but very much like fermenting grapes. Let's see what we get on the palate. Getting those grape seeds come through. Very boring Sauvignon Blanc. Kind of flabby, not good acidity. I like good acidity in my wines. I know it's 11 bucks, but I tell you, I have some rockin' Sauvignon Blanc for 11 bucks from New Zealand. Now, this isn't doing it for me at all. Yeah, like I said, not good acidity. A little bit of apple coming through. Grape seeds, like you're chewing on. You know, you buy a Thompson seed, a Thompson grape with seeds in it, and you bite into it. That's what I'm getting. But overall, just kind of boring, flabby. Don't like it. I'm going to go C minus on that. Let's move on. On the wrong one. Okay, let's move on. I think this is. I think KC did give me this, but anyway, this isn't. This is a cool label. It's 2018 Big Hand Sauvignon Blanc, produced and bottled by Big Hand, Richland, Washington, and it rolls in at I don't know. I have no idea. I'll find out. Hopefully, I get some answer, but we're gonna try it anyway. I will get it down. But Russell Creek did not make the cut. Let's see if the Big Hand does. Let's see what we get on the palate. Sauvignon Blanc about 7 years ago dropped below Moscato in sales, so it's you got Chardonnay, Pinot Gris, Moscato, Sauvignon Blanc. But Sauvignon Blanc's huge, especially in New Zealand. I think it's gaining some success back. Okay, this is lighter than the Russell Creek by far. Just a hint of gold, very light. Get a little apple and pineapple, kind of curious. Touch of stink. I just get a little stink action, which never bothers me. Sometimes when I say stink, especially my assistant Scott, sometimes he doesn't quite get it when I get it. That's okay. Maybe I'm just extremely weird. You never know. Could be. What can I say? Get a little bit of a seashell, dried seashells, and a touch of lemon. Let's see what we get on the palate. It has some qualities. It depends on the price. If it's around the same price as a Russell Creek, I would think about this one. It's pretty simple. Doesn't have enough acid. I like a little more acid in my Sauvignon Blancs. Makes it great with food, but it does have some interesting qualities. I get a little bit of a quince and citrus and apple coming through. There's some dusty rock, some minerality, which I like in this wine. So what it lacks in acidity, it makes up for in minerality, which I like. Those are two good qualities. A little grapefruit pith coming through. This is a decent Sauv Blanc. Depends on the price. If it's over $12, no. If it's 12 or under, yes. I think this would be a really solid wine for someone. I looked up on Wine Searcher. They didn't have it in there, so it could be a fairly new producer. But yeah, if one of you guys that left me this bottle to try could get back to me and let me know. I like the label. Let me know the price, and I can make a decision as to whether I would consider putting that on the shelf. Yeah, it doesn't have a lot of acidity, but it has enough. I like the minerality. Kind of feels like I licked a rock. I like the grapefruit pith. I like the quince. A little bit of citrus coming through, a little bit of lemon. Yeah, I like that. It's okay. Depends on the price. Okay, let's move on. Now we're going to the 2018 Stoltman Vineyards Estate Grown Sauvignon Blanc, Ballard Canyon, and this is out of California. Lompoc, California, $20. So we're getting up there now, a little bit higher, $20. Stoltman. When you start getting up in the $20 range, then my expectations, of course, go up. I like finding good, inexpensive Sauv Blanc because, a lot of people are looking for that value wine. They want to just, have something that they can enjoy during their meal that doesn't cost a lot of money. We get on the nose here. Now this has a little burnt match, little sulfur coming off the nose. Get a little grass underneath and melon. So you get this a little off-putting on the nose with that sulfur. Sometimes that's a winemaker's flaw. Now this is the same color as the last one. Kind of just a nice golden clear color. A little bit of stink action. A little bit of grass. Melon, maybe a little bit of apple coming through, maybe. Hard to get past that kind of sulfur stink. Let's see what we get on the palate. I just opened these up not too long ago. This will blow off, I know. This is a good Sauvignon Blanc, seriously. It has the grass. It has the little bit of kiwi, maybe. Good solid acidity. Nice backbone of acidity, but well integrated, so it doesn't pucker your mouth up. But it lifts the wine on the palate. You get the melon, citrus, some kiwi, a little bit of apple coming through, and the grass notes kind of just barely come out, but they're there. Yeah, good solid apple, melon, a little bit of grass on the finish. Nice long finish, mouth-watering Sauvignon Blanc. Big hand, I didn't grade, I went C- on that. Big hand, I'm going to go straight up C. I'm going to go B+, A- on the Stoltman. I think it's a solid Sauvignon Blanc. This will definitely find its way on the shelf. I think $20 is a fair price. I've tasted, this would be awesome with clams, oysters, fish, whitefish, things like that. It'd be great with a stinky kind of goat cheese type thing. That'd be awesome. solid wine. See, this has what I look for. Good complexity, good acidity, long finish, mouth-watering, but at the same time, you know, decent price, 20 bucks. I mean, people pay quite a bit more than that for duckhorn, which I'm not a huge fan of. It's okay sometimes. Okay, let's move on. Now we're going into New Zealand. New Zealand Bay, first famous New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc. New Zealand Sauvignon Blancs, I'm telling you, they're a lot different than what we are used to here. And what's the first thing that comes to your mind with New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc? Grapefruit. It's all about the grapefruit. So this is the clearest so far of all of them. So far we have a possible placement and a definite placement in the on the shelf. Yeah, and what do you get? Grapefruit. Grapefruit and a little bit of peach coming through. Interesting. So it has that grapefruit, kind of the pith, the skin side. White grapefruit. I get a little bit of peach component coming through. You know, they always use cat pee. I don't quite get it. I don't know about you, but I smell cat pee, and I have yet to smell a Sauvignon Blanc. Is that bad? I would probably dump it out of my glass if it smelled exactly like cat pee. But that's a common term. Even in, you know, the sommeliers use it. Master somms use it. It's kind of the essence, maybe, of it. I don't know if you get the ammonia side of that. I don't know. A little bubble gum coming through as well. Let's see what we get on the palate. This just pops in the mouth. I mean, it's got this incredible, like, grapefruit. I didn't even show you. I got so excited I didn't show you. So this is called the... Come on, Stan. This is the 2000 and something. Where are you? Oh, come on. 2019. Oh, yeah. There we go. Nice and fresh. 2019 Black Cottage Sauvignon Blanc. Now, this is sustainably grown. That's a big deal for a lot of people. Marlborough, New Zealand. There you go. Black Cottage Sauvignon Blanc. Sorry about that, guys. 17 bucks. Okay. Whew. I'm not trying to rush this. I know I have 5 wines here. Just this is how I do it at work. You know, you have to kind of power through these wines. Vibrant lime, kiwi, grapefruit notes. I mean, this is a potpourri of those flavors. I mean, it's just all over the place in the palate. I like that about this wine. Very excited. Exciting wine. True to New Zealand. I mean, it's a 19. It's just busting my chops right now. Nice long finish. The lime really kind of takes over on the backside. Get a little bit of peach mixed in there as well with the grapefruit. Good balance on this wine. Good acidity. Well integrated. Nice across the palate. It dances a little bit on the palate, which is very typical of New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc. At least the ones I saw something floating. At least the ones I've ran across that I really like. I really like this one. It's not so grapefruity you can't think of anything. I think Kim Crawford is just like grapefruit juice with alcohol in it. Good wine. Solid wine. I'm going to go A, straight up A on that. I think the Black Cottage is a good place. 17 bucks. Now, we have a couple of $12 Sauv Blancs that are pretty good, but I think this is so vibrant and so powerful on the palate. I think a lot of people could fall in love with this. So, yeah, 17 bucks. I think that's a solid wine. I'm going straight up A. Let's move on. This is the 2018 Mount Beautiful North Canterbury Sauvignon Blanc, New Zealand. This is also $17. Just a quick question: what is your favorite Sauvignon Blanc? Or do you prefer Blanc category? Now this has a lot of golden color to it. Probably the goldest of them all. Might be pretty close to Russell Creek. Let's see what we get on the nose. Now this has grass on it for sure. I don't get grapefruit on this. Kind of interesting. Grass, melon. A little bit of white peach coming through. More white peaches than anything. I'm just curious, very, very tropical. I mean, this is like got peaches, apricots. This is the most unique, and those nuts that reminds me a little bit of a filbert or a hazelnut coming through on the backside. This is the most interesting Sauvignon Blanc. I don't think I've ever tasted one from New Zealand like this. Very, very cool Sauvignon Blanc. It has interesting, good weight on the palate, so I'm assuming it might be a little more alcohol on it. Let me see if I can dig that up. 14% compared to, let's see, this one, 13%. Yeah, so you see that alcohol gives it weight in the palate. But it still has a fresh acidity underneath. It's so tropical. I mean, we're talking pineapple, apricot, peaches, maybe a little guava, mango, with a little touch of lime zest in the background. This is a pretty cool Sauvignon Blanc. It's 17 bucks. I'm digging it. Now, I don't mind a grapefruity Sauvignon. This has just a touch, kiss of grape, just a kiss. It kind of comes through on the back end, but not grapefruit driven at all. Well, actually, more and more is coming through as I'm talking, but that's not the personality of this wine. Yes, it has it, but it's more tropical, and I like that, and I like the acidity, and I'm just jacked about this Sauvignon Blanc. I could recommend this to anybody who wants to try a really classy, classic Sauvignon Blanc from New Zealand. I think this is it. 17 bucks. Mount Beautiful. This is definitely getting a spot on the shelf, as well as this one, that one, for sure. There you go. That's how I do it. I usually do it in my office. I'm writing away in my moleskin, and thanks for joining me on that. That's kind of a fun adventure. You can see how I go about all of this. Thanks for taking a little time out of your day. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Getting more subscribers. I love it. You keep watching, and I'll keep helping you spend your wine dollars wisely.